All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and we're previewing 6-6 Vikings against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just realized I'm mildly wearing Tampa Bay colors here. That wasn't good planning.
You son of a bitch. At least you have your brand new Vikings hat on.
Yeah, I just came out today.
Vikings go into Tampa for the first time in quite a while. They are underdogs in this game. Who was your favorite character in Underdog?
I honestly only remember the dog. I'm sorry.
That's the only answer there is.
Yeah, I don't think there was too many characters. Vikings absolutely the underdog going in. Storylines before we get into the gist of things, just really high level storylines. I got a couple. I don't know if you have any. I can ramble them off.
I got some stories for you.
My storylines are just the importance of the playoffs for both teams. Even though Tampa is 7-5, they could miss the playoffs if they lose to the Vikings here. That is an issue. Another one: Vikings have never beat Tom Brady. Never done it. Don't want to. Other storylines: Kendricks appears that it is not looking good for him, and our tight ends. You might be our starting tight end on Sunday.
It's a new guy's name, Haskin Hasshole.
No, I think it's Hale Hedges.
It's pretty damn close, wasn't I? Yeah, you stole. Vikings had never beat Tom Brady. This might be their last shot to do that. Another one is just, Minnesota Gophers reunion here. You got Tyler Johnson on the other side, Antoine Winfield Jr. going against a team that could have had them both, had multiple chances, and did not pull the trigger. So one just a little bit of chip on their shoulder for that. They wanted to play for their, the NFL team of their alma mater. Who knows? But as fans, we all wanted these guys.
We did. When it comes down to Antoine Winfield, as much as I would have loved him, I'm just fine with Jeff Gladney. I'm not that hurt about that. Tyler Johnson going around like 5, that one makes me a little sad.
Yeah, I think KJ Osborne was drafted after him, but still, we could have had Tyler Johnson round 4 instead of James Lynch.
Hey, whoa! Let's not get carried away here.
Or even our long snapper linebacker. And Johnson's doing great. I mean, if you talked with the guy from the Peter Report, it wasn't for the depth on this depth chart and some injuries he suffered, this guy would have a much bigger role in this offense.
I'd say he's doing fine, not great, but let's get into this damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Who are they? Well, I'll tell you who they are. They're 7-5. How do you like them apples? They've beaten the Panthers, Broncos, Chargers. A great Packers defeat. I loved watching that game. They just owned them. They beat the Raiders, Giants, and Panthers. They have lost to the Saints twice. They lost to the Bears, which is very surprising, and the Rams and the Chiefs. So they are coming off a 2-game losing streak, but they also are coming off a bye. So they're going to be very, very ready to roll. Offensively, ranked 18th overall, 10th passing, 27th in rushing, which actually kind of surprised me a little bit. Defensively, ranked 7th overall, 22nd against the pass, and number 1 against the rush, which is a big, big old problem.
Yeah, that could be another storyline. Delvin Cook facing the number 1 rush defense in the NFL. And let's talk about some of these new faces on the Tampa Bay Bucs while we're at it. They were very busy in free agency, and their moves kind of put this team to the top of the NFL ladder. Everybody was expecting them to kind of be, run the table was even whispered back in August, but they got quarterback Tom Brady, offensive tackle Joe Haeg. If Brady's coming to Tampa Bay, damn well Rob Gronkowski's going to follow him, and he did. They got Leonard Fournette as like their 4th running back. For some reason they went out and signed Antonio Brown. Sean McCoy as like their 7th running back, and your boy, the cornerback safety hybrid Ross the Cockrell.
Yeah, every offseason he's a free agent. Every offseason I hope that is the year the Vikings sign him. They never will. He's not even that great, but I know he's super fast.
He is, and they also had some nice players in the draft. Tristan Wirfs really doing a hell of a job on the right side. Antoine Winfield Jr. making a case for Defensive Rookie of the Year, but DJ Wanham's right up there with him. And you got wide receiver Tyler Johnson, who again, Vikings fans wanted. Everybody wanted Tyler Johnson.
They did. I hope at some point in their careers they retire with the Vikings. Maybe a 1-day contract will put them in the Ring of Honor, something like that. Before we really get into this game, let's talk about our favorite Buck of all time, Who is your favorite all-time Buck? I mean, they've had some dandies.
Well, my favorite all-time Buck is it's really not that hard. This is a guy, you don't see this type of football player much anymore. I was a fullback in high school, and he is the fullback / running back. He could carry the load. His arms had veins that went on forever. Mike Allstott, how you not love that guy? Just looked like a big old wrecking ball, just huge guns, big old shoulders. Get the ball, no one could tackle him. He just pound his way for these ugly runs that pick up about 40 yards a pop. Could catch the football. I love Mike Allstott, and I think I still do.
Yeah, I think he had some very good games against the Vikings. You mentioned you were a fullback. Did you ever get a carry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate on that carry? I'm assuming it was one.
Well, no, I mean, I don't remember that one. I got converted to tight end a couple years later and did catch a touchdown pass. That was not.
That is not a carry.
I think I got hit hard. I was a 9th grader.
I'd like to say you got a nice 9-yard run for a first down.
Maybe not. I'm
sticking to that. My favorite Buck of all time is Eric Rett, running back, mid-90s. Man, he burst onto the scene with a couple 1,000-yard rushing seasons, and then he disappeared just as fast as he exploded. But he was fantastic on Madden. Give that guy the ball 30 times a game. Eric Rett, what a player.
Madden 91.
It's probably like Madden 95.
We're getting ahead of ourselves because I hear something. We need boner pills in room 206.
I was thinking I should get a doctor's outfit that I put on quick for this moment.
But you don't have one.
I might have one. It might be a little dusty. Injury report. Well, hold on your hats, Vikings fans, because it is nasty. It is tough. Did not practice today. Eric Kendricks, Alexander Madison, Kyle Rudolph, limited. Some little tiny good news, limited. Irv Smith went from did not practice to limited. Maybe there's some hope there. I don't know. Also limited, Bradbury, Ezra Cleveland, Jeff Gladney. The fact that he's limited right now, I consider that a win as well. Riley Reif and DJ Wanham. So some very, very big names that are not participating. And right now, if you had to put some money on it, I would say Eric Kendricks is not going to play. And I'm sure we'll talk about that more. For Tampa, Jamal Dean, guy in their secondary, Mike Evans, a little weird one. He went from limited to do not practice. So I don't know what's up there.
He's not going to play because I need him very bad in the Hutamaki League this week. So
I hope he doesn't play. But Tampa seems to be pretty damn healthy coming off that bye. Chris Godwin was a question mark, but he was full today. So these Vikings injuries will be one to watch.
Yeah. Did Harlan Haskell, did he practice today?
I don't know who that is.
A new tight end.
That is not his name. He is on the active roster, though. Right now, our tight ends for Sunday could very well be Tyler Conklin and Jake Vargas.
Yeah, those names you rattle off are horrifying. The Vikings are already going to this game as underdogs, and then to have all these injuries, it just makes matters worse. I would almost double that line right now if these injuries hold. Hopefully some guys like Gladney can get in there. Madison, I know, has maybe had a chance, and a few other guys, but whew, man, sucks. But right now, I'm going to stretch my wings, and I'm going to fly to the NFC North, taking a quick trip here. Green Bay Packers still in control, 9-3. Definitely going to win this division unless something just freaking crazy as hell happens. Vikings second, silver medalists at 6-6. Bears are shit, but they're 5-7, and the Lions are 5-7. But I feel like they're 5-7 is a little better than the Bears, but they're still in the bottom, sniffing everyone's ass. Do you expect these standings to stay how they are the rest of the year?
Yes, I do. I don't expect any changes. It's going to stay just like this. I got nothing else to add. It seems kind of easy answer. My apologies.
Wow.
All right.
Answer.
Before we get into the game, we always, if there is a Buck that you could take off their team and put on the Minnesota Vikings, who it is, something tells me that we will have the exact same answer.
We called this segment Pluck a Buck.
Pluck a Buck. Who you plucking and who you putting in that beautiful shade of purple?
Well, I think, yeah, you're right. I'm plucking Antoine Winfield Jr. You mentioned already, we love Jeff Gladney. He's been great. Probably our best cornerback this year. But Antoine Winfield, he's done everything everybody's expected of him. He comes in, he understands the game, he's ready to roll. The Vikings would have took this guy. You're not only bringing in the son of a former Viking legend, you're getting a hell of a football player who understands everything, and you also need a safety. Everybody knows Anthony Harris is not going to be back next year. You could put Winfield at corner this year. Know that he's going to be the safety next to Harrison Smith next year. Would have made a lot of sense. And the fact they did not take him, I'm still kind of shocked at. But I would love to have Antoine Winfield Jr. in purple.
Wow, I spoke way too soon. We definitely do not have the same guy. I am taking Tristan Wirfs, and it is not even close. This guy is not only the best rookie offensive lineman, he's already competing to be one of the best offensive linemen in the league. The guy is dominant, and that is absolutely what we need. And if we need to put him at safety, then I'm sure he'd be just fine too. But Tristan Wirfs is the only answer.
No, it's Winfield Jr. Hands down. And tits down.
All right, well, let's get into this game. Let's talk about 3 ways the Vikings could lose this game. I'm going to give you the stage.
Well, the first one, just the game goes the way everybody expects it to. You look at the Viking strengths or the weaknesses against the Bucs strengths. Bucs got huge receivers. We got inexperienced, undersized secondary or cornerback group. We have no pass rush. They have a good offensive line. They got one of the best quarterbacks who ever played the game. On paper, this is a mismatch and a Bucs blowout. So if that comes to pass, if it actually comes to real life, then that's how the Vikings lose, because it's a bad matchup for them.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine pretty short and sweet. And to me, this one's easy. It's just if Kendricks is out, we lose. That's it. We cannot afford to lose this guy against this offense. Todd Davis, he's a little he's what's the word?
Todd Davis.
He's serviceable, but Eric Kendricks brings our whole defense to a completely different level. You need Eric Kendricks out there to win games like this. If he's out, it's over. That's it. What do you got next?
I got how the Vikings lose. If the Bucs can actually become two-dimensional on offense, if they find success in the run game, and we have to worry about Tom Brady in the passing game, it's going to get ugly. The Vikings could find themselves down by about 4 scores halfway through the second quarter.
What are you, Abe Lincoln?
4 scores.
Thank you. I got, as Dwight Schrute said it best, we got to go tit for tit with these guys. They have put up some big old points this year. Listen to these. They've scored 31 points. They've scored 38 points twice. They've scored 45 points, and they've scored 46 points. This offense is explosive. If we get down 10, 13, 3, whatever, and we start keep trying to pound this ball to Dalvin or just we're not going to be able to keep up with them. If they come out, we have to come out firing as well. We cannot be slow. So we got to put up some points. Tit for tit.
Yeah, that makes sense. That one the Vikings lose if they lose the turnover battle. You can't play the way you did against Jacksonville and expect to win this game. If you are fumbling the ball on the goal line, throwing a pick six, missing extra points, this game will be a loss. You have to have a clean game. You cannot afford to lose a turnover battle against the Bucs. There's too much talent on this roster. They will make you pay. They're not Jacksonville Jaguars and Mike Glennon.
They did lose to the Bears.
Yeah, but the Bears were playing better back then.
They never played better.
Sometimes it's when you play the team.
My last one is if Dakota Dozier plays like he did against the Jags.
Or all year.
The Jags was just on a different level. So if he plays anywhere near he did like against the Jags, we're screwed from the start. He gave up 6 pressures against that shitty Jags defensive line, which is probably equivalent to about 12 pressures against against the Bucs defensive line. So I'm counting on Dakota Dozier. He needs to step up and just be average because they will be running over him all damn game.
Speaking of pressures, you remember when you pressured your friend L to run to the neighbor's buck naked and knock on the door?
He's his own man. He makes his own decisions. I just put an idea in his head and he ran with it.
Naked.
Yeah, it's his problem. All right, let's get into a happier state here. 3 ways the Vikings win against this Bucs team that has just looked at to shit all over us.
Yeah, the big one is you control the clock with Dalvin Cook. You find the running game. You get the running game going. Keep Tom Brady off the field. We're talking 8 9-minute drives result in touchdowns. The best defense for the Vikings could be to keep their offense on the field as long as possible.
Yeah, that would be okay. I got one pretty similar. It's just somehow, some way they get Dalvin Cook to crack 100 yards on the ground. The Tampa Bay Bucs are not giving up any yards on the ground. They've held Alvin Kamara in check twice. They held Josh Jacobs in check. They're holding everybody in check. So Dalvin Cook's got quite the test ahead of him. But if Dalvin Cook breaks 100 yards, feeling good, feeling really good.
Hey, we might give him 40 carries, so he might just do that. Another way the Vikings win this game, Tom Brady has thrown a lot of interceptions lately, and if he gets pick happy, the Vikings might be able to hang in this thing and pull out the upset. We saw him do it against what was the last game? That's the Rams game. Brady was just throwing that thing up. It was getting picked off. He was overshooting guys. So I don't know if he just had a bad game, if he is not, obviously he's like 43 years old. Your talent does begin to slip at some point. If he starts doing that against the Vikings, maybe they'll do what we did against Jacksonville and just kind of keep us alive, keep us in this game longer than we should be, and maybe we can sneak one out at the end.
Yeah, I fully expect Tom Brady, regardless if they win or lose, to have a good game. Everybody's kind of saying that he's slipping, but he's got 28 touchdowns. He's pass rating in 95. He's having a pretty damn good season. So we'll see what happens. Mine is to get creative on defense to get to Brady, whether that's frickin' Jordan Brailford, whether that's the Lupagus going up through the middle. I don't care what it is, but opposing teams have not been able to get to Brady, and it's not because of his athletic ability. It's because of that offensive line, and he gets rid of the ball quick, and they pass it all the time. I don't know how people aren't sacking him, but if the Vikings stand any chance, they're going to have to get him on his ass, and our defensive line is shit, so they got to get extremely crazy there.
Yeah, the more we talk about this, the less confident I've been feeling. So,
well, we'll end on a good note.
I don't know. Another way we can win is if we just somehow can cover if Mike Evans plays, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller, you can kind of keep these guys in check, and not even just don't let them blow up. Don't let them have huge games. If you can kind of keep contested catches, knock some passes away. You can't let them run free like we did against the Packers in week 1, like we've done at times against some other wide receivers. Get on them, stay on them, jam them, double when you can. If these wide receivers are roaming free, it's going to be just a horrible, ugly game.
Yeah, the receivers are so good. They remind me of the Washington team when they signed Bruce Smith, Deion Sanders. Like, who else was it? Albert Haynes? Not Albert. They just had this stacked ass team, but they didn't put it together. Anyways, my final one on the way the Vikings win is that they go after Sean Bunting Murphy, and they go after him hard. Whether it's Jefferson, whether it's Thielen, you go after this guy because, damn it, he can be had, and he can be had good. Sean Murphy Bunting Murphy. I'm sorry. Go after him. You know what he smells like? He smells like yards, and he smells like touchdowns.
You know what Goober said about Sean Bunting Murphy?
No. And on the Schooling with the Enemy, he even said Sean Bunting Murphy is our weak spot. He can be
really. I thought he was having a good season.
No.
Wow.
No, he isn't.
Wow. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. All right, game changer. Who's going to be the big game changer? Whether it's on the Bucs, whether it's on the Vikings, who is this game changer come Sunday? Who's going to make or break this game?
I'm a little concerned about mine because I didn't realize he was on the Onebar injury report, but he is, and I stole this from the Peter report in your Schooling with the Enemy. I'm going to go Kyle Rudolph.
He's not going to play.
That's what I had. So screw it. We'll put it to Tyler Conklin then. Whoever the Vikings tight end is, going to have a big game. Kirk Cousins is going to find that guy, hit him for 5 for 60 and 2 scores. Vikings tight end, whoever it may be, if it's Haskell, he will have a huge game.
Wow. If Tyler Conklin gets 2 touchdowns, I'm gonna give you a gift. Give you one hell of a gift. But I like it. I didn't realize Devin White was so horrible in pass coverage, so I hope they go after him all game. All game. My game changer is I'm going Harrison, the hitman. Brady has struggled against some good safeties the last couple of weeks, throwing a lot of picks to safeties. We know that they got their receivers are absolutely stacked. Hitman is going to have to really hold this secondary together. He's going to have to show his veteran ways and just shut this offense down. I'm really relying on him. I smell a pick. I smell some ferociousness out of 22 on Sunday.
Hopefully it's not ferociousness that ends in a flag and gets him ejected.
Oh,
but
yeah,
this guy, he's been having some great games lately. Wouldn't be one bit surprised, but picking Harrison Smith as your breakout player is like predicting that the Vikings special teams is going to suck.
Well, that's different though, because this isn't the breakout player. This is the game changer.
I thought it was the same thing.
No, it's who's the game? Whose game's the shoulders on?
Wow.
Boy, you were really stepping on your dick today. Let's go to the bold prediction. Bold prediction for this game.
Yeah, on paper, this game favors the Bucs very heavily. Looks like a blowout. But I'm going to say this thing's going to come down to the wire. The Vikings are going to hang. They're going to rise to the occasion. They are going to surprise everybody, come out firing. And I'm not going to say they're going to win or lose, but this game will be decided in the final seconds.
All right. My bold prediction is Cam Dantzler. He had one hell of a week last week. Some might even say a coming out party. I'm going to say he follows that up with an even better performance on Sunday against one of the best damn quarterbacks ever to play.
Let's hope so. I loved his two big plays, and that was just aggression. He ripped the one out for the pick, and he ripped it out for the strip fumble recovery. You love to see that from Cam Dantzler. Yeah, if he follows it up back-to-back games, I might just tickle your back till you fall asleep.
I can't think of anything better. We will be back Saturday with game predictions. Tomorrow morning, it's been a while since a Friday Vikings trivia, but damn it, there's one ready to roll. So hold on to your hats again.
You have one ready, or did you just think
it's already ready to go? It's rookie edition.
Wow. Like this year's rookies?
No, just rookies in general. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. 2 out of 5 is good.
Here's our trivia for you. Who starred in the movie The Rookie?
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, it was Dennis Quaid. All right. Here's something else you can learn. Men have nipples because every fetus is female until the Y chromosome kicks in.